Okay, so Reedsville Family Dentistry cleanup. First things first, remove this crepe myrtle sapling from the front bed that's growing in the roses. Definitely bring the roses down, I'd say about chest high, just to round them both off to the same size. Same thing with these roses, just bring them down to the same level as those others, about chest high. As you can see, all of the saplings that are in the mulch, goal would be to knock them down lightly with a weed eater and spray them. We're not gonna do anything here other than just taking care of the weeds in the beds. Again, knocking them down, spraying them. Anything in here that is not a vinca or ivy. So you've got your red bud saplings, some other saplings in here, some vines that we'll pull out, but basically cleaning this up from weeds, saplings, leaving the ivy that is on the ground. The ivy that is on the tree, we're going to cut it all the way around to make sure that it stops growing up this oak tree. On the corner, you'll see this crepe myrtle that was improperly pruned. We're gonna take all of the sapling or sucker growth from this point down so it actually looks like a tree. So we're gonna clean it from that point down. You can see all the weeds that are still in this bed. Again, that was the same one that we just looked at to clean it up. Any debris you see, sticks and whatnot, we're gonna get that up. We're not touching the sign, so nothing here. This large bed that's on the corner, again, differentiating what is what. You've got some things growing in here. You want to keep the Helleborus, you want to keep the leatherleaf mahonia, but we don't want this sapling next to it. So we're just going to detail out what's supposed to be here and what's not. If there are any questions, call me. I'm happy to walk you through it. For instance, these are azaleas and you've got a big sapling growing in here. We're going to cut that out and get that out of here. These trees in here also have ivy on them. We're going to be cutting those at the base, just like we were at the other other oak up front. As we walk through here, you'll see debris. Again, these azaleas are fine. We don't need to prune anything in here. The customer's happy with it the way it is. We will remove, again, debris in the bed, like these sticks. Dead daffodil foliage, we're going to just cut that out. We're not going to pull it out, but cut that out of here. Trim up the dead on this hydrangea so you can see the new foliage only. Walking around the back side of the building, right side of the building, the shrub that's up against it, we can shape this a little bit, maybe pull it off the porch side a little bit on the left side, the camellia. They love this Japanese maple the way that it is. We're not going to touch it at all. Again, carrying on with the bed with the debris and whatnot, we'll just clean all this up. Any unwanted plant material, you can see several saplings that are in here from afar that are not shrubs. So if it's not shrub, a perennial, or a ground cover, we're going to pull it out of this big bed on the corner. All these azaleas and the Nandina that's along this back side all the way to the AC unit, we're going to pull these guys out, cut them out, whatever we got to do. Then we need them gone. The owner wants those to be eliminated for a planting at later date. So we'll stop right here, pull this azalea out as well. It's growing down below, and this leatherleaf mahonia that's back here. This will just be a complete clean bed of mulch and mulch only. We are not to worry about this pile of debris. That is not for us. Leave that as well. Leave that as well. They like the lower branches on the trees because it gives them some privacy. Here's another bed at the corner of the parking lot. You can see it has Helleborus in here. However, it has some random hollies growing up in it. We're going to pull those hollies out. Again, spray, weed eat down, whatever we got to do to get these weeds out of this bed. Moving on to this backside bed. Same thing with these crepe myrtles that we were talking about on the front. Limb them up, get rid of some of the sucker growth. You can see the one back behind that red car. I'd say 6 feet would be a good, 6 to 7 feet would be a good height to keep them up at. You'll also see the Carissa hollies here have a bunch of vinage and wisteria growing in them, as well as in this bed. I'm gonna pull all this out of here and clean this up so it's nice and neat. This is theirs. There's a strip that goes on the back side of these that was supposed to be maintained and it's not. Nothing crazy. I'd hack off some of the stuff up here on the top, basically shear everything back that's growing this way, and then clean cut the bottom ground with a weed eater and or whatever we have to get that clean down to the bottom and spray it. You can see as it goes back here, here's another crepe myrtle with where we would just clean it from the top here down so it looks nice like a tree. We're still along the same bed, more crepe myrtles. Again, unwanted weeds and saplings in the beds. Same thing with the crepe myrtle here. Same thing with this guy, weeds in the beds. This guy just needs to come down completely. Just cut the dead wood out of this guy. The owner wants to see if this crepe myrtle will come back. I tried to convince him otherwise, but we'll see there. There's some more weeds in the beds. There's a big thing of spurs there because he's pulled. And then there's your last crepe myrtle. Again, you're gonna cut it from right about the top here down. That way you just see the bark, and it's got a canopy on top with foliage.